So here we are with our final update of the spring term. It's a mega edition this time with so much taking place across the school. Firstly, loads of visitors that we've had in from different educational backgrounds, all of whom consistently comment on the productive atmosphere they feel around the building and the focus that students have in lessons. It's tremendously, it fills me with pride to hear those sorts of things, and obviously I'm very excited to share that sort of feedback with parents. There's been a lovely cohesive atmosphere around the school, and one of the stories that I've mentioned in the bulletin has been around this idea of chess and students playing chess. So last Wednesday on strike day, we had a number of year 13 students that were playing chess in the afternoon, and when we said goodbye to students slightly earlier, a number of the year 10 students and year 11 students then hung around to spectate the chess that was taking place. I then went into the room and had to have a go at some of the year 13s who I felt should quite rightly be focusing on some A-level revision at this time. Well, when I relayed that story to my wife in the evening, she said, "I think you need to have a word with yourself. You've got kids that are there spectating the chess that's taking place. Surely that's a good thing. Why are you worrying about their A-levels? I'm sure they'll be doing absolutely fine." And no doubt they will do. Mocks are just around the corner, so there is lots of information packed into this email about supporting students in both Year 11 and Year 13 with those mocks that are coming up. Full timetables are available on those letters, as well as an anxiety toolkit that we've put together to offer some support in the coming weeks. PBL has been as busy as ever, so we've had Revolution Hive come in to speak to Year 10 around growth mindset, as well as some networking events that have been taking place both with alumni and employers in the local area. Year 10 have also been out on a trip to St Mary's University today. Year 11 have also taken part in the speed networking, as well as making sure that they're up to date with coursework. They've also taken part in history trips to Hampton Court and geography field trips both to Stratford and I believe Amersham, doing some river walks in -4 earlier in the week. Culture Day was a massive success here, organised by students in Year 13. Fantastic day had between Year 12 and Year 13. Again, great atmosphere, wonderful food, and again, massive thank you to the parents that must have contributed towards some of those dishes as well. It was truly spectacular. Everything went without a hitch. The culture quiz was brilliant, and the dress that everybody was in. It was just fantastic to see so many students getting involved in those sorts of things. We've also had a group of students going off to Insanity Radio at Royal Holloway, taking part in a produce their own radio show programme there. Students in Year 12 and Year 13 have headed down to Brighton today. We've also got a Minecraft competition going on at the moment. That's through the Mayor's Office at London and Redesign Cities, or Future Design of Cities, something around that. Full details obviously in the email. But it's all about becoming an urban planner and redesigning Croydon Town Centre to make it fit for the future. So there's lots of details there on how to get involved in those things. Finally, I've included a lot of information at the bottom of this email around online safety. It was Internet Safety Day on Tuesday of this week, I believe. So there's some information there on gambling, specifically around something called loot chests. So this was something that we weren't aware of as staff, is that a lot of games these days tend to have a paid for option. And one of the things that you can buy is a loot chest that may contain items of worth or may not, which is encouraging students to gamble at a very early age. So just something to be aware of there. There's also tips on how you can be more aware of what students are doing online, as well as some information there about the dark web and all its salubrious sort of hangers-on and what have you. Anyway, that's enough from me. I've been talking now for almost 4 minutes, which is absolutely outrageous. So you must have better things to be doing with your time, and I'm sure I can crack on with something else. So have a fantastic half term, and we look forward to seeing everybody back here for spring 2.